Pull up.
Why? Why?
Hey, I'm gonna get you for that.
Why? Why?
You do not know where I'm from.
Look at the views.
I told you I was gonna pull up.
More Dreamcastguy, lovely. That's just exactly what you want to wake up to in the morning, huh? Acne scars and ginger pubic hairs, and the sounds of low testosterone croaking in the morning. Oh, what's up, gamers? Dreamcastguy here. Just had my soy latte. You know, credit where credit is due. Griffin Gaming was always ahead of the curve when it came to Dreamcastguy. He saw the cringe. None of us could. He deserves way more credit for covering him. He made Dreamcastguy who he is. And now he wants to undo all of that.
Baka Bitai, what's up, gamers? Griffin Gaming here. Bruh, they straight up threw, Dreamcastguy, under the bus here. Literally. Pretty shady if you ask me to, invite him on, your podcast and then do him dirty like that when you get pushback from the audience. Not very professional, at all, to treat a guest you invited on in the first place like that.
It's an honor to be joined by men. And not fair.
How about Griffin? That whiskey. You're the reason anybody there in the comment section is saying anything. Well, yeah, I shared a good chunk of that blame too, admittedly. Alex wants to start taking credit, but Alex used to be against dogging on Dreamcastguy until, he saw something else from me he could copy. But the OG Dreamcastguy antagonist, now that was Griffin. So to see him sticking up for Max, what a turn of events, as they say. You never know what the future holds. Anything's possible. I never thought I'd see it happen. Now, to be fair, if Dreamcastguy wasn't trashing Xbox enough, I don't think Griffin would be sticking up for him too much. But it's hilarious how Griffin's just stunned by the audience reception, even though all they're doing is basically resonating everything Griffin has ever said. And me. Now, you in the audience, you're probably wondering, what the hell are you guys even talking about? We are out of the loop. What is Griffin referring to? All right, let's get you caught up on the full story. Dreamcastguy got featured on VGC's podcast. Let's just say that's not the wisest of decisions because Dreamcastguy is not liked on the internet at all. And that's for various reasons. One of those being, he's constantly console warring. So he's developed a lot of heat from the Xbox community. And admittedly, they go after him pretty fucking hard. But another huge percentage of that comes from Dreamcastguy's constant grifting with news. How 1 minute he's tearing off his shirt to protest against the treatment of women in Activision Blizzard, and then the next year he's getting a tattoo of Diablo and no longer somehow boycotting those Activision games.
She lied. She completely lied. Now, I do want to make it incredibly clear here. I am retracting my original boycott. I'm still not buying the game simply because the Bayonetta community has been so toxic and so crappy to me, and I am a human. I think you guys just see me as a person on a screen, a guy wearing a stupid PlayStation hoodie. Just keep in mind, I'm an actual person. I make mistakes. I talk about the gaming news. I make 6 videos a week. 1 in every 80 is gonna have a freaking error in it. I just want you to know, when I make mistakes, correct me. I want to learn. I want to figure things out. I want to be a better YouTuber. Spamming me with threats, saying the most horrible vitriolic things you can to me hundreds of times over does not teach me a lesson. I didn't learn my lesson because of the threats. I learned my lesson because honestly, I was wrong. Being corrected and updating stuff is what I want to do. I'm a YouTuber, but I'm also a human named Max Shockley. Please, treat me like a human.
The two-faced nature and constant misinformation and just horrendous takes and low-quality effort content that come from Dreamcastguy is why he's so disliked, but also why he's so f***ing fascinating. I cannot ever stop being fascinated by Dreamcastguy and his ability to persist and continue through all that toxicity. I mean, it's kind of admirable, really. Well, that, and he probably doesn't have many other career options. I mean, you don't really want to get that invested in YouTube. Trust me, kids. As we speak, I'm still trying to get out of the game. But since I'm not out of the game, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button? You guys got me to 73,000 subs. That was impressive, but honestly, I feel like 75k subs, now that would prove that you guys are a lot more cool. But chances are you're not that cool. So let's take a look at the reception VGC got from featuring Dreamcastguy. Review: Star Wars Outlaws is a fun space adventure that doesn't quite reach its potential. Alongside our review, you can check out our reviewers roundtable. Thanks for the heads up. I'll make sure to never watch this garbage. Was enough meth available to please the meth guy? Oh! Did somebody say meth? You guys want us to take you seriously and fight the Dreamcastguy? Credibility is at 0 now, including this Dreamcast goofy in this. Bro, don't include Dreamcastguy. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Yikes! Are you high on crack? Including Dreamcastguy is the worst decision you could make. No one will ever take you seriously anymore. Finding a crackhead to try to get the sales up is just pathetic.
Mayday, mayday, we have a crackhead lifting up the bus. Must be Red Ball.
Oh! Dreamcastguy? Seriously? Are you still a video game outlet or have transformed into a circus? In that case, good move. You have secured the best clown around. Anyone else but him. You really including a guy that spreads fake news he doesn't believe in to fund his life as a grifter? Done with VGC as a reliable source of information.
It never was.
Wow. Dreamcastguy, really? Dude is the ultimate grifter and is super disingenuous when it comes to reviews. This has got to be one of the worst things I have ever seen on this platform. Giving Dreamcastguy a platform is a quick way to get me not to watch your video. Oh my god.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
Just a f***ing endless sea of hate. I just too much to read, alright? It's fair to say I'm not the only person out there, you know, that's got a vested interest in this YouTube personality. It would seem a fair bit of the internet knows of the lore of Dreamcastguy, and they don't want him involved in anything they consume. Understandable. 100%. Dreamcastguy is not a reliable source of information. He's very disingenuous. You know, console bias stuff aside, who cares about that? Like, if this is your source of information, if this is your source of news, something is wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with Dreamcastguy as a human being, as a personality, if he wants to talk about what he likes and dislikes, but there is a degree of authenticity you must carry, which he has none of. Everything the guy does is phony. So the best part is when Parris comes in to tell VGC what's up. I wasn't going to comment, but truth is working with Dreamcastguy is a bad look, and as you see in the comments, your audience agrees. He is one of the most disingenuous creators in the gaming space who admits he says things he doesn't actually believe to reach outrage engagement for his channel, and in his words, pay the bills. My history with him is known, so yes, I'm biased, but my advice, stay away from this person as he represents everything wrong in the gaming creator's space. Now, when that comes from a nice guy like Parris, like, he must not like you. You know, Parris is kind of a bit of a softie, if we're being honest. But for someone as soft and kind and PG as Parris to be outspoken on Dreamcastguy, it says something, alright? It didn't help because the comment section in the YouTube video are no better. If you go over there, it's also just an ocean of hate. People really do not like Dreamcastguy. Not even I dislike him that much. I mean, like, for fuck's sake, I don't think the guy should be deplatformed, but you're certainly not doing yourself any favors associating with him. So this, of course, led to VGC themselves finally having to publicly say something. And what did they have to say? Well, basically what Griffin was reading. Hi folks, please note we aren't ignoring your comments and we're taking all of them seriously. Since the publication of this video, we've been made aware of things that we weren't previously. That is clearly a failure on our part to vet all of our guests to the fullest, and we appreciate everyone who has reached out to us to highlight this. We can only endeavor to be better in the future. Yeah, well, tomorrow you could be better, but Dreamcastguy will be stupid forever. Truth is, Max has to do a bit to make it up to the internet for being so openly disingenuous. It's not a move you ever want to make as a content creator. You want to always be as real with your audience as possible. Never fake your antics on camera for attention, for views, because it will catch up to you in the future. You're gonna forget you were pretending to care for something. I mean, if you go and watch Dreamcastguy's content, nothing he says this year matches up with anything he said last year. VGC apologizing for bringing Dreamcastguy on. I don't think it was unprofessional, like Griffin said. If your audience was not pleased with what you did, own up to it, improve, do better. Don't take the criticism so personal. But really, this negativity should be more of a reflection to Dreamcastguy. Like, he should look at that and seriously question, is making these clickbaity videos really worth it? If everywhere I go, I'm going to be thrown out because I bring nothing but destruction to the comment section. I kind of feel bad, but I kind of don't. Like, it's such an easy thing to correct, but that's what happens when you got an ego. So this officially makes Dreamcastguy the most hated PlayStation fanboy of the year. It's no question about who's gonna win Corporate Slave Awards this year. If it's a popularity contest, Dreamcastguy is going to win it all. Anyways, good luck to Dreamcastguy there. Hopefully this doesn't affect more future gigs and opportunities, but I think the last thing any podcast host wants is that kind of comment section. It's not pleasant to read. Get frit-pilled, like, comment, share, and subscribe if you so choose to. To hell with it. See you in the next one.
Fritongo sucks ass.